Good games and welcome to another doomed game. On today's episode, we jump back into the Seleucid Empire campaign and see if we can survive the mess we've created. Before we jump in, shout out to Total Warfare, who inspired this playthrough series. They have a really excellent channel, the link in the description, and I recommend checking out all of their series where they are trying Total War games across all of the different Total Wars. With that, let's jump in. And we're back where we left off in this mess of a campaign. So we've got a lot of things going on. Multiple armies, including a settlement that we lost. We have an army up here to deal with, a rebellion to deal with, a navy to deal with. Oh, and by the way, because we lost this settlement and they've completely scrapped it, we are now have a food shortage. So we have a really, really big problem here. We're not going to be able to get to the settlement this turn, so we are going to take food attrition. What I'm thinking we can potentially do is try to come forward here a little bit and set an ambush. There's not a great chance that we succeed. But it may help with this battle, not that we really need it. So I think that's the first thing we're going to do. Since we can't take that settlement this turn, we'll come forward here. Give us a little bit of extra movement. Go ahead and set our ambush. See if we can get them to come this way, which they would be in range. Over here, this army is probably going to have to leave. But before we do that, we're going to bring our spy back. This Armenian army is here with a lot of missile units. And what I'd like to do with this army is bring them outside of the settlement and put them in a fort. It'll make it a lot easier to defend, a lot easier to trap these guys in combat, and a lot of these missile units will get wasted in our fort. So we'll bring them out there and we'll do that. And fortify. We'll also get the benefit of the garrison, which is decent here. We don't see an army here, and I'm worried about an army coming down this way, but we're going to risk it for the benefit of this attacking and destroying this rebel army. So we're going to come right up here to this bridge, and we're going to stop. Because I want to recruit a few more units here. We've got decent money and a decent income, and I don't think we're going to be building anything quite yet outside of maybe in Tyrus. Yeah. I think in Tyros, we're going to go ahead and upgrade, and we're going to get the garrison there to help defend this settlement. And then, with our remaining money, we'll hold off. We'll recruit a few units here. And I want to save... This will be perfect. Well, actually, it won't be enough, but it'll at least get us one unit of hillmen after we engage this fleet. So we're going to come out here and try to sink this fleet really quickly here. But first, I want to check something with our general. This is our moneymaker. Has this really great tax rate ability, which is bringing us in a decent amount of tax. Let's look at the province. Yeah, $2,000 from Antioch, and the province as a whole is at 3,200 income. Pretty good, considering we just started and we're a couple of turns in. So, for right now, we are going to bring this navy out and attack and see what we can do here. Now, it's saying it's heavily against us, and that's actually probably true. This is an insane army of slingers. And I don't think I'm going to fight this. If we fight this, we will probably lose, because every time our navy retreats from ramming, they'll get attacked by these slingers. But if these guys attack us, they're going to have to try to land all of their units in Antioch. And Antioch is a walled settlement with a defended port. We'd have pikemen, we'd have this admiral, and they've only got 3 units that are of any real damage or danger to us. These slingers are garbage. They wouldn't be able to withstand the eastern spearmen that we have in the settlement alone, let alone these hillmen. So I think we pull back, actually, and we defend the settlement. We can try to sink them if they attack directly, but we'll leave it alone. And I think instead we'll go ahead and add our other unit here, because these guys are just going to get attacked, so the hillman that I'm going to try to create here isn't going to get built. I'd rather have another pike here, I think. These hillmen aren't great, and I don't want to really expend money on them, but I could get a couple, and that would bring us to 16. I'm also tempted to get javelins for the flanking ability. We don't have javelins on any of these units. So damage is so much better with these javelins too. Let's go ahead and get a javelin, and I think we'll get another helmet, and we'll round that army out at 16. So they're capped. These guys are almost capped, and then this army will have to build up. So we're now broke out of money, and we're going to see what happens at the end turn. Yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly what we were expecting. And these Eastern Spearmen aren't going to break our levy pikes at a walled settlement. So what we're going to do is just go ahead in and fight this on the actual settlement, or actually the actual fortified wall. Okay. So we do have our barricades here, and there were a bunch of horsemen. We'll go ahead and put these barricades up. I don't think the horsemen are going to attack us or charge us down. I'm going to actually put one up over here. Over here. No, it's fine. We'll put another one right here. And then we'll put our caltrops in case these horses do decide to charge. With these brimstone pits out here where their blob is likely to be. Okay, let's get all of our units out. Now, these levy pikes are going to have to hold the line in pike phalanx. And we're going to put these other pikes here out of the way safely. And probably our royal peltis over here as well. And the hope is that our enemy will attack these units while they're trying to fight through this line here. And then we can flank with the rest of our army. So we'll put these hillmen here, or these spears there, and we'll put these guys here. With the hope that they don't come this way. They actually just come straight through our center line here. And we could flank around the sides. These aren't as great of units. I mean, they've got 15 melee attack, but the pressure on their spearmen being flanked from behind should hopefully really help us. And we're going to let most of their other units, their cavalry and slingers, help the front of these walls, which they won't actually damage our troops with. So let's jump in and see what happens. Yeah, as expected, the horse skirmishers are coming right in. And we are getting support. Where's our reinforcement army? All the way over here. Okay. So this is helpful. We're going to bring these guys in directly on a flank. Right up here. They can... they should probably run. So yeah, these guys are coming in. They're running right into the caltrops, which... that's fine by me. They're not really going to be able to do a ton of damage. Especially in this scenario where they're just targeting, they're just hitting the wall here. So if they don't properly target these pikes, they're going to be in a world of hurt. And the royal cataphracts are now going to come in. So the real challenge here is with this unit. They've already got 58 kills and 10 men lost. But the challenge is them taking the melee damage. So hopefully all of these missile units are going to try to attack the units behind the walls and not these pikes. Just like these guys are doing. $52 with 190 kills. That looks great to me. It's quite literally broken. And they're already blobbed, pretty well blobbed. So, especially on this side. So I think we'll bring these guys over. And we'll start to bring these guys over. They're fine. They've lost 9 men with 240 kills. And they blob quite well for us here, so hopefully, I think the goal is to try to get... These horse skirmishers are probably going to run away, but we might let them just sit here for a bit. And keep firing, and then maybe they'll charge into the line. Because what I don't want to happen is them to have missiles and our flanking force here to get outflanked. And then just get decimated because the cavalry could run away. We'll bring these guys out a little bit around the line here. Because this unit is fine. They've lost 12 guys, and they've killed 400. Insane numbers. They are winded, which isn't great, but I don't... There's not really any units making their way past the pike line, so they can't even really get into combat to kill them. It's really the missile damage. Okay, we're going to try to keep wrapping these guys just a little bit more. $500 kills. Let's get some shots of this. Get a shot of these guys. That's pretty awesome. All right. We're going to have these guys just charge in at them at this point. I think this is pretty well over. Yeah, see, this is what I didn't want to happen. But these guys have to be pretty close to out of ammo. So I'm not super concerned. We'll have this unit chase them. But I think they'll be fine. They could have even captured them right there, or caught them right there. And these guys are fine. They've lost, what is that, 13? And they have almost 1,000 kills. They're probably going to get 1,000 kills before the match is over. Spearmen have run in. We're now closing the gap here. Fine, we're just going to bring these guys here to kill the rest of the routing enemy units. And those javelins are a big deal. Throwing those javelins in are really helpful. There'll be hopefully a little later game progression of this where, you know, we'll have a good mix of pikes to hold our front line and our javelins to flank. And we should just decimate everybody. That's why we had to make this a little more complicated. If we can survive the initial onslaught when we don't have a ton of armies and money, the game is going to be progressively easy from that point on. And we're done. We're going to continue and just kind of run these guys down. They ended with 1,035 kills. Silver veteran C2. And our general didn't do a single thing. Lost a lot of guys, though, which is interesting. 15 dead standing behind a wall. It looks like mostly from this flank, where they were just shooting in past the wall. We might have needed to spread them out a little further. And these guys... same thing? Kind of hard to tell for them. 62 shattered spearmen. 58. We're just going to run these guys down really quickly. Okay, so we're back in. 143 losses to 1,500 kills. Their army's completely gone. And we had one unit here with 1,035 men killed. This is the power of pikes. I mean, this is the most basic pike unit. Without a ton of armor, not great. And they can just do that at a fort. So, you know, if we play our cards right and we don't make strategic errors like we did with Dura here, we should be able to realistically hold the vast majority of stacks that we see. So we'll go ahead and release these captives. It's not a really great army, so not a ton of money, but defends the settlement just along. And the Cyprus army knows. Oh, we got 2 more stacks here. These guys are going to be busy. Okay. So these guys didn't take the bait. It looks like they actually left. And then two armies came over this way. So let's come up here and see where they went. I also want to check in on Egypt. Down here, these guys did nothing because they know that they can't take this settlement. We're going to fight that battle in a minute. And these guys now need to redeploy. Again, we want Knight Commander, so we'll go ahead and give the general that trait. These pikes do need to replenish, but we need to defend the settlement properly, so here. And we'll fortify again with the same goal in mind. Probably use this unit instead this time to defend the walls. This is going to be part of the challenge as well. If we get repeated attacks in a single turn, you know, we will struggle a little bit just because of attrition. So they should be fine, but we'll see. We're going to go ahead and move these guys out of their stance and attack Dura. I want to take it back. There's no garrison. It's now our settlement again. They've allowed slums to build up because these people suck. So we're going to go back to building food, and I believe here we had a barracks. I definitely need the food really, really badly, so we're going to get that upgraded. We're way under our food production. We don't have the cash right now because of the slums, which is unfortunate to deal with that attrition. So there's really nothing we can do. I can upgrade here at Tarsus, and I probably will do that. Let me see what the initial building cost. 700. Okay, so I'd have enough. So we can upgrade here and get a homestead. Or no, we can't. Silly me, because it's a city. We could come here, though, and we could get the food from the Traveler's Lodge, which would be helpful. It would also give us wealth. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That'll be helpful. It'll give us some wealth. It'll give us the food that we need. I can't have food just kind of sitting in one location. That's pretty dangerous. We're also going to upgrade Tyros to have a fishing port at some point here shortly. Now, the curious thing is, we can't attack these guys. We're going to go ahead. I can't afford it, just barely. We can't attack these guys, but they can come down here and attack Tyrus, and they would definitely take this settlement. I don't think, it's just a settlement. They could land the whole army. There's nothing we can really do about the slingers with the basic garrison with a single unit. We don't even have cavalry in this settlement. So they could definitely do that. When we get this building upgraded, it still doesn't really help. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure why the AI isn't trying to do that, but we're getting lucky. And if they attack Antioch, we'll be really lucky because then we can just kill them on the field. Okay, let's go ahead and check one thing. I need to remember to keep checking this every turn. So we are still at war with everybody. It's great. And then we're going to come out here and kill these guys. And they're running away, which is fine. We'll just come over here and fortify in the settlement. Okay. So again, we're doing what we can. We really need to get the food situation sorted. But the -6 food from the slums here will be gone next turn. So that's a really big deal. Plus we'll get 4 food. So that should bring us back to even. If I can do math correctly. So we'll see. But let's go ahead and end the turn. Oh, that's right. We have our edict here. We definitely want the tax harvesting, so we'll go back to that. Okay, so we're going to fight this one. Should be the same scenario. We are going to use a different unit of pikes. These guys out of the way here. The concern that I have is that general in the first army may do more damage to us than we want. But we should be okay. These guys expanded out a little bit more here. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to get our walls up. It'll help initially with some of the missiles. And, you know, and their cavalry charging. They'll have to kind of destroy the barricades and all that good stuff. So put the caltrops in as well. As many of these as we can. There is decent cavalry in both of these armies, so if they hit any of these, it'll be a benefit. And these out here. We are going to swap our general over. He took a good bit of damage that last time, so I want to bring him over, and I want to expand him as wide as we can so that they can't get hit. I want him to target the wall, basically, and not hit the side of the unit. And honestly, I think these guys might be able to cheese some of this for us. Because I don't know if everybody saw in the last battle. Look at this. Okay, this is... Tell me how you feel about this in the comments. I feel like this is a little cheaty. But at the same time, we're going up against 2 stacks of enemy units that should otherwise completely wipe us out. So I'm kind of okay if the game allows my spears to you know, peek through these this palisade, to just do it. So let me know what you think in the comments. If we think it's very cheaty, we will not do that going forward. But we're gonna see what happens, because I quite frankly don't know how the game will react. So we're gonna leave these guys back here, and I think the other army should be coming this way. Or is it this way? It brought us in and faced us this way. I'm gonna, because that's the settlement right there. That's the settlement in the background. I'm gonna assume that they're not coming this way, which would be directionally the way that they are facing on the map. And if they are, we're gonna scramble pretty quickly. But I think they'll probably come this way because it started us this way. So let's see. Okay, there's that one. The question is, where does the reinforcing army come in at? Hopefully not back here. They should come in right behind. Our army comes in right behind, which is not great, and means that these guys are coming in over here, which is a big problem. It means that we need to kill these guys as quick as possible so that we can turn an about face for these guys, which will take them a while to get into the field and get down here to us. And if they're dumb and run, they will be tired. Actually, that cavalry is going to be here real quick. It's a little concerning. I need to think about how I want to proceed here. Luckily, these guys are probably going to blob. And I think what we do is we use this army instead against any cavalry that they run down towards us here, and not use them as a flanking force. And then we do the same thing here, just because, again, the cavalry's already halfway here. They're not going to do great. I mean, they're Hillman with a 38 defense against a pretty decent cav, but is that the unit with the general cav? Yeah, it is. Not great. How are these guys doing? 24 kills. I don't think we've lost anybody yet. So that's good. They're all blobbing up here for us, which is good. We're just going to kind of bring everybody in here. I would like these pikes off to the side. We're probably going to need them. No losses yet. I really need to leave these pikes, but I could potentially pull the general. $200 kills, no losses. That's great. They're not even through this barrier really yet. And these guys are here. Let's go ahead and pull the general. That unit with the general Persian cav is going to need to be killed. I mean, they are spearmen fighting cavalry, but not great numbers. See if you can pelt their general unit. These guys are doing fine, which is good. Need to close this gap really quickly here. And these guys are okay. They're losing some men here. We've lost a decent number now. They've broken through on this side for some reason. They're walking through this wall. So I guess our cheese is breaking to their cheese as well. Let's bring these guys up and over here. How are we doing here? I think we're doing okay. They're holding the line. And these guys are almost dead, so that's good. We're gonna break this line now that we have these units here. Bring them back down in pike formation. And I want to basically bring these guys down here. We'll put them in pike formation at the last second. They are losing combat. Actually, leave the general. Bring the general up here. Then again, yeah, see these pikes are going to get hit from the side here, but they should do some pretty good damage here to this general unit. Have those guys reform. Is this crushed yet? Let's get this crushed. This is wasting our time. I think we can repurpose these guys. Let's get them up here really quickly. I think this unit will be fine now. I mean, they're pretty damaged, but they've got 1,200 kills. And these guys are completely flanked. These guys off to the side here. These pikes are now fighting at nothing. So let's get them reformed inside the line. Let's get these guys inside the line. These guys come up here. Actually... it's too late for that. These We're not gonna hit that line. These guys are in a rough spot, actually. So I think we're gonna bring those spearmen over. Those pikes are now formed. If those slingers hit those guys, these pikes are now formed and holding that line. We just don't have, the hillmen just aren't great to kind of break this line. And that general unit's a pretty big problem, so I think we're going to redirect our general down here to help. Those pikes will win that fight. We're going to redirect these guys down here. These pikes should be fine. And these pikes are fine by themselves. I think we lost that unit of spearmen, which is really unfortunate. Yeah, we're losing this line right here, which is a problem. Let's just chase these guys down. General's probably dead. We'll move those guys down. This unit's fine. Like they're fine. All of these units are fine right there holding those lines, so getting hit here. And they're now routed because of the slingers. Okay, good. These guys are broken. So we should be okay here. Need to kill these slingers off. Good, we're wavering them. And then we'll come down and waver the other unit. We'll just bring the general close by here. I am going to bring this melee unit out. Bring any pikes that we have down, or any pikes that we have down, and put them in pike for phalanx. The general up there for morale, support. Bring these guys over here. I'm going to start shooting the side. Get these guys ready to flank. Flank. Capture. I don't particularly care if it's captured. Bring these pikes over here. Good. Form your pike phalanx. These guys are still fine. They're exhausted, which, I mean, yeah, I would be too. Okay, I think we're fine. Let these guys push forward a little bit and see if we can pull out. Whoops, not you, not you, not you. Oh boy. Alright, these guys should be fine. Have this pretty well controlled. Kill those slingers really quickly. Okay, those guys are shattered. Perfect. Go there. We're going to have all 4 of these units come down here and hit this other side. So yeah, I think we lost one of the levy pikes, which is sad because of the veterancy. But I think we're okay. We can easily recruit them in 1 turn. This army needs replenished, though. And most of these units don't have veterancy, so I think we're going to merge and then recruit if we can. I don't think we have a ton of great units in that province. But we've won. We're going to chase these guys down. We did lose our general. But we took out 2 armies. Let's take a look at the stats here. They're both pretty much gone. This one has a couple of units that survived. We did lose these pikes. They killed 1,200, so they beat the other unit last time. We did lose our general, which is unfortunate. But I don't think... It's unfortunate because this is the general that got the bonus, I think, to Eastern factions. So we're going to have to hire a new general there. 700 kills here, 1,271 there. Flanking units didn't do too much for us this game. But we killed 3,000 men. We were outnumbered, what is that? Over 2 to 1? 2 to 1, maybe? And there's only 400 of their men remaining. So, decent amount of wealth here, too, which we will take. We need the money. And there's nobody left. Those are the major armies that we have to fight in that area. So I want to look at these available commanders. See what we get. This guy's just kind of bad. I mean, the negative growth per turn is really, really not great. I'm probably going to go with this Greek families commander simply because I want to keep these other families happy. Got some pretty good numbers. I mean, -3 to upkeep or -3 to upkeep. Cultural influence, wealth, morale during defensive battles. We're going to be doing a lot of defensive battles, so this is a pretty good generals unit. We do have a little bit of cash to play with here, so I'm thinking... I don't think I want to put the general on cavalry. I don't think that's really super... Or chariots, I don't think that's super helpful. Melee attack for shield bearers is 42. Silver shield swords is 44. Our general could be a really good flanking unit in these scenarios, where we bring the general out. It also really help with holding the line if we had silver shields. 45. I mean, the silver shield pikes are nuts. They've got better... The melee weapon damage is 28. Okay, so it's the weapon damage that isn't as great, but melee defense is 48. 76 on these silver shields. That's pretty nuts. Same morale. Better armor on the silver shield pikes. Assuming these guys, their armor is very good. Yeah, this is interesting. Interesting decision. I feel like it's between the swords or the pikes. The pikes are the ultimate defensive unit. The swords are to really counter and flank, and I think we're going to go with the pikes. Because if I'm in a pinch, I can use the general to hold the line. Their melee attack is better than the silver shield swords, and the weapon damage isn't as great, but they have spears, right? So they're going to do kill. They're going to make kills if they're put in the right spots. And we'll go with this Greek family's commander. So let's see, who was that? That was not in our family line. Okay, it was from the Parthian families, which is unfortunate. But okay, we'll survive. And then these guys are really building up. They don't want to fight us. We need to get them killed. We'll do that here in a second. I want to move these guys back into the settlement, get a little bit more replenishment, and good, we have the ability. We'll get these levy pikes here. I'm going to get a couple, and I'm going to get these hillmen. We'll do a little bit better job. Save us some money. And I think for these guys, we're just going to merge all of them. There we go. And probably just expand this one. I'm not going to wait. 6 turns, we're going to have a whole nother stack and a half or 2. So it's better to just go ahead and recruit. Okay, in this army. So the spies come back here. I want to see what's going on down here. Another stack, so we can probably expect them soon. And then Egypt should be on their way as well. Need to get that built here. Our food is back to normal, so we'll be back in positive food here shortly. I'm going to keep building this navy up. Slowly. Very slowly. That'll help with public order there. Really don't know. There's a small army there. We killed Armenia last turn. We killed 2 armies over here. So I don't... From both of our close factions, I don't think anybody else is coming this way for a bit. We'll probably have a couple of turns until Armenia is rebuilt. So let's come up here and look at this. And then I want to come over this way because I'm worried about Tarsus. We haven't seen anything on these borders. So we'll come over there and take a look. Build this army up. Again, I don't know why these guys aren't coming down here to Tyros, but we're going to ignore it. That's their problem. This army will replenish, which is helpful. I am going to get them a unit of hillmen. We're going to merge these guys because they're terrible. We're going to get rid of you. And we're going to get them another unit of hillmen for now. As our flanking force, I feel like 5-6 units of levy pikes is plenty to hold our lines, especially if we do our fort build. But again, our challenge is we really just don't have the information. I need to know when these guys move, like to here. on the map, so then I can get this army moved over and set up in time in the fort to protect Dura. I almost need another army. We probably just build another army in Tyrus. Can I afford it? Well, I can definitely, I think, afford it right now, but can I do that? Where do I see? Oh, yeah, I've got plenty. I can have 4 more fleets. 5 more armies. Okay. And we're protected. The Parthian families aren't super happy, but we could probably... We could probably make... This guy's really bad. We could probably just use this guy as the commander. He's gonna harm growth. We can probably offset 1 growth per turn with some buildings. So, okay. Let's take this army out if we can. They're just sitting there waiting. It's a lot of cavalry. Like, it's actually really not a great fight. But we'll see what we can do. It's got us winning in the auto resolve. I'm gonna take it. I don't think there's no army coming down from Armenia, and I think they can replenish. I'd rather not fight this on the battlefield because we can't. Our cavalry will lose to the skirmisher cav. These peltists are really good. They're gonna wreck our missile units and our hillmen. Let's fight it. Let's see if I can beat. It says 45%. That's the only one where we're gonna win. It says 45% remaining force. So let's see. Let's do the math and see if I can make that a little better. Bunch of battles for everybody today, which is what we want to see. I hope. If you're tuning in for the campaign map, you're gonna be mistaken. Okay. Bring these guys out. They're all the way back there. Hiding units. I am curious if they're gonna come for us, so I might... We might not go anywhere. We might just kind of shift. And leave these guys. Put the general in here. Fire his javelins. Give some morale, and then we'll put a unit of cav on each flank, just in case. Let's see what they do. They are moving forward. Yeah, they're moving forward. Okay. Let's see. So they moved a little bit and they stopped. Of course they did. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and lock this formation in. And we'll just bring everybody forward a little bit. Maybe to like... There. Lock. We'll go ahead and speed this up. I'm really curious as to why they're breaking my infantry up like this. This is a really... I don't understand what the game's doing here. The locked formation, it shouldn't be doing that. Ugh. Everybody up? Okay. Fast forward this, get them up there. So I don't think we're going to bait them into engaging. We're now completely hidden. Though. We'll bring the cavalry in the woods here too and hide them. And see what these guys do. Okay. So they are just coming forward to engage us, which is fine. We'll have these guys do this. Move our infantry forward. Move all of our missile units towards their line here. Move the general up. And then we'll move our flanking infantry up as well. Move the cavalry over here into the woods. We'll eventually use them on a flank. Okay, so we're engaged in with our lines here. Bring these guys around the flank and get them moving because they basically want to chase off all of this cav. Another unit of cav over there that I don't really care about. Bring these guys through the gap. Bring these guys up here and they're going to wrap around. They can just play with that cavalry there, that's fine. It's not great to be running these guys down with infantry, but at the same time, we don't really have an option. We have to chase them down. We don't have the proper cav to do it right now. And it's an open field battle, so this unit might go down here. We're winning this engagement, which is good. Okay, perfect. Go around the back of those pikes. You guys come up here. You're going to hit them in the side. Pull the cav out. These guys are losing badly. That's very interesting. And these guys aren't doing great. I'm going to have them engage the peltist here. Are hitting the general. They are doing damage, which is good. Okay, bring these guys forward. Bring these guys forward. Forward. Royal peltist. Yes. Okay. Bring them forward. We are going to probably lose that cav, but that's okay. Over here, that cav is just sitting. I don't know where these guys are going. Have them chase them down. Bring these guys around. Bring these guys around. And I want you in the back of the general. Yeah, the general's wavering. It's perfect. These guys are fine. Those guys are not up to their helmets. I don't really care. And over here, this cav is just being annoying. Okay, we routed their general. Bring the general down this way. Bring these guys this way. What's really curious is I'm hoping that they don't just have units hidden somewhere, and that they're actually engaging on the map. Because if they just have unit, like, it's gonna take us a while to search this whole battlefield. And Inspire really just doesn't work like it did in the old games. You know, all these guys are routing now, so we probably won. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and end this. I think we did it, for the record. I think we are better than 47%. If somebody wants to do the math, I certainly don't. We're going to take the money. These guys are mostly dead. See what they do here. If they want to attack one of these garrisons, they're just going to lose. If they start recruiting in the next turn, we'll come back and kill them. Okay, the army has tradition here, so I think weapon damage. We're not going to have chariots. We're not going to use skirmishers for siege. So we'll do weapon damage. Yeah. And I think we just merge these pikes. I mean, their experience isn't great, except for maybe this one. This one's pretty good, actually. Almost to rank 1, but it's rank 1. We're going to be able to recruit units with way better ranks. So let's merge them. And we have a little bit of money to play with, so we can get 1 here. 2 turns. Never mind. Leave it alone. And we could probably merge these helmets. I'm going to leave the cavalry just because I don't think... Oh, I can't get them. Okay, we'll merge all of those units. Okay, and recruiting up here. Our spy's going to move down here and check on the Egyptians. I do feel like Jerusalem would be an easy place to hold. It might be worth taking Jerusalem, but then we still have to hold this area because of this vast amount of space. And we're kind of in the exact same scenario if we come take Petra and Adumadu. So I don't know. I think this is about as defensible as we can get at this point. But we do have an extra cash now for a general. And I think we'll go ahead and get a general. Ooh, tax rate in the local province is really good. These guys aren't super happy either. And it's better than this guy, who does suck from the same faction. So I think I spend 700 on him. And we're going to raise an army. I do think, again, we're going to probably go with the Silver Shields because these guys are going to be a defensive army for right now. So put them in here. That's going to help. And then our goal, I think, next turn is to get this fishing port so we have a second source of food in case we lose one of these 2 settlements from strategic mismanagement. We will be getting the food here next turn. So we'll go ahead and end the turn, make sure nothing happens, and when we get to the end turn, we'll probably call it there. Oh boy, did I think we were doing okay. Wow. We, just when I thought we had pulled ourselves out of the garbage that we were in last game, we run into the exact same problem. and quite a problem it is. We have an army here outside of Palmyra, which definitely can't get to Dura, so we could force march and protect Palmyra. That should be fine. This army's right back in it now with another full stack, and another Armenian stack's come down, which means this army has a decision to make. I don't think they can make it to the settlement if they get out of forced march to either settlement. Yeah, they can't. It's kind of a bad spot to stop. But now we have another army over here for Cappadocia, so this is going to be interesting. This navy still hasn't moved, so we can't really do much with our navy. So yeah, tune in next time and see if we can keep digging out and just seem to get more and more holes.